Fortnite Save the World has been slowly dying for years now, and I think Epic Games are finally putting the last few nails in the coffin. But I don't know, is it just me, or does it feel like I'm getting a bit catfished by Epic Games at this point? It feels like I've matched with them on Tinder, and they're sending mixed signals because they sort of add new modes. You know, Venture gets new maps, and there's new storylines for events and that sort of thing. And I can't help but feel like, do you want to support this game mode or not? Like, I feel like they can't make up their mind at this point. For those of you who don't know, with the latest update, Epic Games have reduced the cap of XP for the Battle Pass that you can get from Save the World. So this has been something that's changed in the past, and you know, I feel like it gets smaller and smaller each time we get a new season, but the weekly cap has been reduced for Battle Pass XP that you can get in Save the World, and I just feel like this is a signal basically to everyone saying, we don't want you to play this game, we want you to play Battle Royale. And let's be honest, from a business perspective, yeah, I guess it makes sense. All their money comes in from Battle Royale. Nobody's really spending money on Save the World. The player base on Save the World dwindles every week I come on, and you know, there's just less and less people playing. Whereas on Battle Royale, it's pretty much just always increasing, and they have, you know, hundreds of thousands of players, if not millions at peaks, and compared to the small numbers they have on Save the World, I guess in their eyes, it doesn't make them money, and they want to kill it off. But I feel like this has gradually been the case more and more recently as they remove, you know, support for Save the World. They reduce how much XP you get from it. There's less new modes and less new features and that sort of thing. If you are enjoying this video, by the way, please do subscribe and let me know in the comments. It really does help support me because I am trying to be able to get more time to do this. I am, you know, working full time at the moment, so it would really help if you are able to support. Also, be sure to use my creator code CamiG in the shop. Again, it really helps to support me. Now, I love Save the World. Anyone who's been on this channel for a while will know that, you know, this was the main thing I was making videos about when I first started out. And I still like to make, you know, tutorial videos, that sort of thing, on this game to this day. But to see it getting less and less love from the developers over time and getting less and less support to the point where I think it's just going to be removed, I would think. It really breaks my heart, it does. But as I said, I can't really blame them. I mean, even in this mission right now, a few of the people that joined don't do anything. They just either sit in spawn waiting for their free XP to come in. You know, they don't actually play the game. And that's of a limited amount of people that play this game in the first place. So, you know, the amount of actual active players is probably even smaller then. Because they're limiting the amount of Battle Pass XP, which only means one thing. It's, you know, they want you to go on to other modes, like either Battle Royale, Lego mode, music mode, or just, you know, creative maps. They don't want us playing Save the World anymore. That's the only thing that's the only conclusion you can draw from that update. Like, there's literally nothing else you could think as to reason why they wouldn't want you to get as much Battle Pass XP for this. You know, they added like skins and, you know, wraps and emotes and everything to Save the World, as if they were trying to say, you know, we want to continue support for this mode and we want you to be able to use all the stuff that you can in Battle Royale in this mode. But then now they're like, oh, actually, but we don't want you to be able to earn as much in this game mode. You know, we don't want you to be on this game mode full time. I mean, look at that guy just revived. He's AFK, like, just try to get his Battle Pass XP. He probably doesn't even play Save the World. Like, that's one of the bad things about this mode. But yeah, I feel like they just can't make up their mind. And I think no matter how many positive changes they make, such as more support, you know, being able to use Battle Pass, being able to use Battle Royale, emotes, that sort of thing, I feel like for every one of those they add, they take away two things, like less XP, less overall support. You know, Battle Royale has just got new mechanics with like ledge climbing, ledge leaping, stuff like that, being able to drop onto the floor and roll when you land. We don't get that in Save the World, or if we do, it comes like, what, I don't know, a few months down the line, like, you know, because obviously we didn't used to have ledge grab. We got that from Battle Royale, but we got it months after. We never get it when Battle Royale get it. They clearly don't believe in the game mode as much as they do with Battle Royale. And as I said, you know, you have to try and view this from a business perspective because that's how they view it. And, you know, it makes sense because, you know, employees that work at Epic Games are going to be paid like, you know, $50,000 to $100,000 every year. And if you think about how many people play Save the World, how much are they going to be getting in compared to that, you know, per employee? And they're going to have multiple employees working on Save the World. You know, it's not like it's just going to be run by one person. So, you know, from their perspective, they have to weigh it up and think, well, you know, we're only getting in this amount of money from people actually playing the game, Save the World, but we're, you know, spending hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars each year just maintaining it. What do you guys think? Do you think the game's dead? Do you think it's dying? How long do you think it's got left? I feel like it's on life support at this point. Do you agree? Or do you think there is still hope for it? Please let me know in the comments. I fully expect them to be just phasing it out and eventually just getting rid of it. I would not be surprised, but it would sadden me so much because this game mode has so much potential. It's so unique with the build mode in the sort of, you know, tower defense game that, you know, in 3D, like tower defense games historically and in other games are just sort of top-down games generally. This is so unique, and they can just keep the same engine surely that they use in Battle Royale. But no, the game doesn't look as good as the Battle Royale does, so it's clear that they don't want to support it as much. And yeah, as I've said, in the past they've removed things, you know, they drop support for the game. Each time there's a new update for Battle Royale, they either take things away from Save the World or just don't add it to Save the World. And that, each time they do that, in my opinion, that is just another nail in the coffin of Save the World. And eventually, I think they're just going to remove it. You know, they look at the people playing this game mode, like me, who is, you know, one of the founders because we were here when it first came out. We are getting free V-Bucks by playing this game, as well as getting Battle Pass XP. That's not in their best interest. You know, now that they've had such huge success in Battle Royale, and the millions of dollars they bring in, I imagine every day and every week from that game mode, they don't care about Save the World. All it is, in their eyes, is a way for people to cheat buying V-Bucks, you know? It's another way to limit how much money they can make for Battle Royale. And, you know, when you view it that way, it makes sense. And as sad as that is for us, because, you know, we are fans of Save the World, the game is dying. There's no two ways about it. I'd love to know if you guys think it is going to fully die, or if you think there is a chance for its revival. Obviously, I would love for this game to be revived and get its former glory back, because in its heyday, I mean, even still now, it is such an amazing game, and the people that truly enjoy the game and play it have such a good community. Even though it is full of people just coming in to get Battle Pass XP, I formerly was one of those people, but I've got a newfound love for the venture mode, and I am smashing this, you know, hours a day, because it is a fun mode. It's a fun challenge for those who have, you know, reached the end of the game, or even if you haven't reached the end of the game, I suppose, because I want to keep making content for this beautiful game for as long as I can before it is unplugged and we have to say goodbye to our most beautiful game.